Hello, this is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Thanks for tuning in. If you're often wondering why I'm smiling and laughing all the time when it first starts out, I get the biggest kick out of this, people. Also, the fact it takes a lot of takes for me to do it. If you don't have a sense of humor for this, you're in trouble. Today we have Sky Raiders, 12-chapter serial from 1941. It is often mistaken as being part of the Junior G-Men serials, there were two of those, as well as the Sea Raiders. It does star Billy Halop, who was a dead-end kid in Bowery Boy. This also stars Robert Armstrong from King Kong and Son of Kong. Robert was also a great masked villain in The Adventures of the Flying Cadets, which also starred Bobby Jordan and one of my favorites, William Benedict, Whitey, from the Bowery Boys. So here we go with chapters 1 through 6. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back.
Inchfield, you're back from California to explain why I haven't received the plans for Dayton's new Sky Raider pursuit ship.
I tried to get them, Mr. Lynx, but I
don't want alibis. I want the plans of that ship. I had you made controller and treasurer of the company so you could get them.
But Dayton has no plans for it. At least not on paper.
No plans? Impossible.
That's true.
That leaves only one thing for us to do, then. Doesn't it?
Adams, I want you to go back to California with Hinchfield. You're testing that ship tomorrow for the Army. Get it and fly it to our own hangar.
Get the plane itself. But how?
You're not here to ask questions, but to obey orders. That plane is necessary to the success of our cause. It is your job to get it. That's all.
Drake of the police department is calling, Captain Dayton.
All right, put him on.
Yes, that's what I thought. Apparently it was. Yes, sure. And thanks.
It was the name of the most famous pursuit squadron the world wore. Sky Raiders. What an outfit of young daredevils. Captain Bob Dayton, the designer of this new ship the Army is thinking of buying, was the commander.
I've heard a lot about Dayton, but I've never met him.
You'll meet him today. Fine-looking chap. Quiet, unassuming, but what a flyer.
Get out of here. I said get out of here.
But, Bob, it's not only for your own sake. If anything happens to you, what becomes of Sky Raiders?
All right, all right. But get out of here before I change my mind.
Well, now you're talking sense. Now I can be happy again. Enjoy life. Be merry and bright. Get out!
So I won my bet.
Well, it sounded like it, didn't it?
Certainly did.
Well, you didn't. Dayton's not going to fly that ship.
Do you mean that? Did he promise?
Well, as close to a promise as Bob ever came. So don't forget, you got a date tonight.
I've never been so happy to keep a date in my life.
Fine thing. I have to win a bet to get you to go out with me. Why is that, Mary?
We'll discuss that later. You go tell Proctor to get ready to make that flight. It's almost 10 now.
Now, don't dust me off. There was more to that bet, remember?
We'll discuss that later, too.
Oh, yeah? Oh, hello, General Fletcher.
Hello, Carey. Are you to receive congratulations?
Well, not yet, but I'm working on it.
This is Lieutenant Carey, one of those young Sky Raider daredevils I was telling you about. This is Captain Long, Ed.
Glad night, Captain.
Lieutenant Carey. Captain's going to help me decide if Dayton's new plane comes up to specifications.
Oh, fine. If you'll excuse me now, General, I've got to get a pilot for the test flight. Miss Blake will take care of you.
Yeah? Well, what do you mean? Isn't Dayton going to fly the ship?
I believe Captain Dayton is going to confine his activities to the ground from now on. But perhaps he'd better tell you about that himself.
Yes?
General Fletcher and Captain Long will see you, Captain Dayton.
Show them in.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Tell me you're back again.
I thought maybe Captain Dayton wouldn't be so busy today.
I suppose you spent all your railroad fare home.
You gotta take a chance if you want to get ahead in this world. Couldn't I just see him for a minute?
Listen, you don't want me to feel mean and hateful, do you?
Of course not.
Well, then don't beg me to do something I can't do. How many boys do you suppose asked to see Captain Dayton?
Are there many?
Hundreds of them. And if he sees one, he has to see them all.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Well, then our problem is to get you home. Where did you say it was?
Denver. Well, couldn't I just see him for a minute?
I'll buy a ticket for you on the transport. If you promise to use it.
Everybody thinks I ought to quit. Think I'm too old for testing. I think they're crazy.
You're too valuable to aviation to be risking your neck, Bob. But I do hope you have a good test pilot on tap.
Yes, Proctor will give it a workout.
Good. Suppose we get about it, huh?
All right, I may be detained for a few moments, but Miss Blake will take you out and you can have a look at the plane. Miss Blake.
Yes, Captain Dayton.
Tell Proctor I want to see him, and then take General Fletcher and Captain Long out to the field.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Captain Dayton would like to see Proctor in his office.
Okay.
Hello? Yes? A one-way ticket to Denver for Timothy Bryant. And charge it to our account, please. Thank you.
I'll pay you back someday.
Of course you will, Tim. And by the way, Captain Dayton is going to be in Denver next week for the Air Youth of American model ship trial. I'll see to it that he meets you then.
Oh, gee, thank you, Miss Blake.
There's a general in there getting fidgety, so bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
5 more years to the way it'll fly and how it'll look. Who's your pilot?
A flyer named Proctor.
You think he can tear it apart, Carrie?
Well, if it can be torn apart, he'll do it.
Well, that's what I want to find out. Where the blazes is Dayton?
He should be here any moment.
Well, just to make sure, suppose you go and get him, young lady.
Yes, sir.
There goes your plane, Carrie. Why in blazes don't you keep this place guarded?
We do. It's impossible for an outsider to get in here.
So I can see. We better call up the police and tell them your ship's been stolen. Come on, Mom.
But, General...
Captain Dayton.
How should I know, Miss Blake? After all, I'm only the controller and treasurer of the company.
That's right. You wouldn't know anything, would you?
I'm certainly told nothing.
What are you doing, Miss Blake?
Calling the police. What's the idea?
The idea is Dayton's flying the ship.
Dayton?
Yeah, we framed it.
Fastest ship I ever saw, Carrie.
I know that. What I want to know is who's flying the ship.
You really want to know?
Yes, I really do.
I'll give you one guess.
You don't mean...
Who else could fly a ship like that?
You mean that Dayton's flying it?
He certainly is. And that means you lose your bet.
I tell you, they got this place patrolled, Captain.
So they have it patrolled. Stop bothering me.
All right, Dayton, all right. I know she's fast. Get about something else.
He must have heard you, General. Gonna hang around a prop.
What do you think she'll do, Carrie?
Just watch. General, what do you think?
Terrific.
She'll do 7,000 straight up.
Really got a great ship, Carrie. That is, if it's maneuverable.
You're gonna learn the meaning of that word.
got to get it, Hess. Do you understand? We've got to get it.
What do you think now, General?
Superb. Superb.
He's gonna put her in a dive. Having trouble with the motor.
Why don't he pull her out of it?
You'd better ask him.
It's gonna crash.
That guy'll never get too old to play jokes.
Maybe a joke to him, but it's hard on my nerves.
He's gonna do it again.
See, Captain, what I meant about that Sky Raider gang?
Here he comes. There goes that motor.
I think Miss Blake's right. It isn't funny to me either.
He's heading for the trees again.
If I had him in the Army, I'd court-martial.
Oh, he's landing.
It's a break we didn't plan on.
Come on.
This time, General, he's down.
No, if he'd have crashed, we'd have hurt him. You tell Dayton when he's through playing games to let me know. Come on, Captain.
Hey, General!
You tell Dayton when he's through playing games to let me know. Come on.
Hey, General!
Sure, it was the motor. There's nothing wrong with the ship. There may be nothing wrong with it, but I'd certainly hate to fly it, the shape it's in. Hey, wait a minute. What are you crying for? He's all right.
I'm not crying. I'm laughing. Laughing at myself for worrying about a lunatic who has a charmed life. I dare anybody to kill him. Anybody or anything. He's superhuman.
Now, take it easy, Mary.
I'm all right, Ed. What happened?
Well, he wasn't in the ship.
Wasn't in it. Well, who was? Or was it just flying itself?
No. It seems he was jumped by 3 men and hit over the head, and when he came to, a few minutes later, both the plane and the men were gone.
Well, then one of them was in the ship.
Yes, from now on, he'll have a permanent set of wings.
That's the kind of espionage and sabotage I was talking about, Captain Dayton.
He knows what you're talking about. He was in the Army during the World War. What I want to know is how long it'll be before we can have another test flight.
I can't tell you until I go over the ship.
All right. Let me know when you're ready. In the meantime, take my advice and stay on the ground. You're too valuable a man to aviation.
You don't mind if I take a little spin once in a while, do you? Just for the fresh air.
Come on, Captain. We're wasting our time.
Yes, that's right. Yes, now get this. 25, 87, S, Y, 6, 154, Z. That's it. Yes, it was unfortunate.
You're a blundering lot, Henchfield. Stupid imbeciles.
If you keep on slamming up telephones, Felix, you're going to ruin my hearing.
That's one thing I cannot tolerate. Stupidity.
Shall I decode this for you?
You don't have to. They had the ship and crashed it. Now we'll have to go back to the beginning again.
You mean the plans for the ship, of course.
Naturally, what else could I mean?
You might have meant Captain Dayton.
What are you talking about?
Well, Hinchfield said that Captain Dayton keeps all of his plans in his head.
All right, then we get his head.
That's what I meant.
That Cadden's on the shortwave radio for me. And give him this message.
32, 47, SPT-8, 164L, 2WZ, H1962, RAM, 3, BTX, 7, BY5.
Weather clear. We'll report later. Decode this. He says to bring Dayton to him. He must be crazy.
Maybe he is. But we're crazier for working for him.
Where are you going?
To have a talk with Hinchfield.
Dear Mr. Williams. Yes?
Your ship is ready, Captain Dayton.
Oh, all right. I'll be right up.
Look here, Bob. Why won't you tell us where you're going?
Because you and Miss Blake worry too much.
Well, how do you think we'll feel if we don't know where you're going? You've no right to take risks.
No risk, just straight flying.
I'm not talking about flying. I'm talking about the agents of every foreign government.
Now, not all of them, Ed. Look, will you be a good guy and get out of here?
All right, go ahead and kill yourself. The Army will appreciate that. They don't give a hoot whether they get those planes or not.
Oh, Mr. Carey. Is Captain Dayton in?
Yeah, sure he's in. But he won't be in very long.
Why? Where's he going?
He won't tell me. You ask him.
Oh, I don't like to bother him if he's in a hurry.
You're the financial man, aren't you?
Yes.
And you have the interest of the stockholders to protect, haven't you?
Most assuredly.
What do you think their stock will be worth if the guys that are after Dayton get it?
Is somebody trying to get him?
Is somebody trying to get him?
I give up.
Well, have a good time in Denver.
So you know where I'm going?
A good secretary should always know where her boss is going.
You're a swell secretary, Mary. Hold Carrie's hand for me, will you?
Not literally. Here,
Well, what's this?
a favor I'm asking. Open it when you get there.
Okay.
And promise me something.
Sure, what is it?
Not to fly one of those ships. They're not safe.
Okay, Mary. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, Captain Dayton!
I believe you're a little late, Mr. Hinchfield.
Oh, he's worse than an eel. Where's he going?
That's a secret between Captain Dayton and myself.
I have a right to know. I'm the...
I know you're the controller of the business, but I'm his secretary. And when the boss says mum's the word, you couldn't get it out of me if you blasted.
You rather like Captain Dayton, don't you?
Well, that's putting it a bit strong, Mr. Hinchfield. But I guess you could say I liked him a little.
Too bad. He's heading east.
Why did you say too bad?
What? Oh, nothing. Nothing. Excuse me, please.
So he comes in without no landing gear. Does he crack her up? He does not. He sets her down as light as a feather.
Yep, sure great flyer. Say, what's he doing here anyway?
Oh, some kind of tests over at Crane Field.
Oh.
Well, there goes my Sky Raider scholarship. And I thought this was a good plane.
One of the tragedies of aviation, eh, Captain Dayton?
Yes. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a real tragedy for him.
The hazards of competition, Captain.
Well, I guess I'm not going to let a little failure like this stop me. You're a swell kid, sis. Come on.
Whose model was it?
Let me see. Timothy Bryant.
Bryant?
Yes. Shall we get on with the next trial?
Yes. Would you mind having someone tell Bryant I'd like to see him?
No, not at all. Be glad to. Okay, Johnny, you're up.
So, Felix, your men have failed you again and you've elected me. Where will I find Captain Dayton?
You will be at the Continental Broadcasting Studio in Denver tonight at 8 o'clock.
All right. I'm on my way. Headhunting.
Best of luck, darling. I'm counting on you.
I consider it a great honor to have won a Sky Raider scholarship. And for all the members of the Air Youth of America, I want to thank Captain Dayton for his kind cooperation.
It's a pleasure to present scholarships to such fine future aviators. I only hope they'll be called upon to use their talents in peace and not in war. And now I want you to meet another fine young future aviator, Mr. Tim Bryant. Tim didn't win a scholarship this afternoon because he had a little tough luck at the trials. But he has something coming to him which he may like much better. Will you come here, Tim, please? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim Bryant. You, say something, Tim?
Hello.
Tim, my secretary, instructed me to look you up when I came to Denver. She said that you were a friend of hers and a fine young airman. This afternoon, you proved to me that you were. How would you like to go to work for me at Sky Raiders this summer?
What's the matter with the guy? Is he getting soft-headed?
Oh, boy. Gee, would I?
Well, I'd like to have you, Tim. When is school out?
Saturday, but I can go now.
No, I think we'd better wait until school is over.
Hey, what's the idea? What's the matter, Murray? Hey, I believe you're in love with the guy.
Oh, don't be silly.
Maybe I'm not so silly after all.
Listen, Ed, will you be a good guy and go home?
Huh? Oh, sure.
Do you think he'd be crazy enough to fly back in this?
I think he'd be crazy enough to do anything.
Well, I'm going to try and stop him. Thanks, Mary. Good night.
Good night.
Apparently, weather reports don't mean anything to Dayton. We ground the transports, and he goes right ahead. That girl he took with him.
Search me. He certainly was anxious to get to the coast.
Anxious? I call it hysterical. Well, from now on, she's Dayton's problem. Come on.
What's he doing with a woman?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask Captain Dayton that.
Don't think I won't.
Thank you. That is all.
No, it ain't all. Wait till I get a hold of that crazy harebrained nincompoop. Get him. Keep after him till you do. Flying in a storm ain't bad enough. He's got to take some dizzy Lizzie with him.
Sky Raiders calling Captain Dayton.
I don't blame you for wanting to get back to the coast in a hurry.
She's all I have left. If anything happened to Mother, I...
No, no. Take it easy. Keep that chin up. Everything will be all right.
You're very kind, Captain Dayton. I had no right to impose on you. I must have been quite hysterical.
Oh, forget it. Oh, there's our storm. Not going to be frightened, are you?
I'll try hard not to be.
Sky Raiders calling Captain Dayton. Sky Raiders calling Captain Dayton. Go ahead.
What's the matter with that guy anyhow? Keep after him.
Sky Raiders calling Captain Dayton.
Captain Dayton, don't you think we'd better land?
We're really safer up here. However, I'll find out how the weather is ahead of us. Captain Dayton calling Sky Raiders. Captain Dayton calling Sky Raiders. Go ahead, Sky Raiders.
I'll take that. All right, you halfwit. What do you think you're doing? Flying around in a thunderstorm with a gal. Who is she anyhow?
Nobody you know, Mr. Carey. I just called up to let you know where I am. It's raining a little up here. How is it down there?
Yes, we're having a little storm. Just a little drizzle. Nothing to worry about if you got enough gas for 48 hours. I hope your lady friend appreciates your getting her into this.
You better take something for that disposition of yours, Mr. Carey. I'll keep in touch with you from time to time. So long.
What a guy. What a night for romance.
Did you get him?
Sure, I got him. He's having a fine time. Taking a joyride with a gal. like jumping out of a swing. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right. Well, up there. When I came through, I thought I sprouted fluffy white wings.
Well, let's find some place you can crawl under.
Look! Isn't there a light?
It is. And I can smell hot coffee from here.
What's the matter with you barking at thunder?
That's it all. You suppose he can cook coffee?
I'll settle something dry to put on.
Well, I'll take a look around.
Somebody's coming.
I'm sorry to bother you, son, but we got caught in the storm.
All right, come in. Say, aren't you Captain Dayton?
That's right.
Well, I'm Jack Hurd. I'm a member of the Air Youth of America.
Well, I'm glad to meet you, Jack.
Come on over to the fireplace and get yourselves dried out.
All right.
Getting your house full.
Sorry about the gun, but I'm here all alone.
That's all right, Jack. Very sensible precaution. This is Miss Clair.
Hello.
We were on our way to the coast, and our plane was forced down.
Did it crash?
I'm afraid it did.
Did you say you lived here all alone?
No, ma'am. My mother and father stayed in town account of the rain.
Oh, well, I'm certainly glad you were here.
So am I, ma'am. I'll get you some dry clothes if you don't mind wearing something of Mother's. She's a little bit bigger than you are.
Anything would be better than these wet clothes.
And perhaps your father could spare something for me, huh?
You bet. I'll get you something to eat, too.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Sky Raiders calling Captain Dayton. Go ahead.
What's the use, Mr. Carey? He's down.
I guess you're right. I only hope his luck held up.
Captain Dayton calling Sky Raiders. Go ahead, Sky Raiders.
Hello, Bob. You all right?
Sure, I'm all right. I just dropped in on Jack Hurd for a visit.
And fortunately, he has a shortwave radio set.
Stop kidding. We've had enough for one night. Where are you?
In Nevada, at the Hurd Farm. That's 20 miles north of Albright on Highway 95.
What about the ship and the gal? She's still with you?
The ship crashed. And if you're referring to the lady, I hung her on a cloud with a skyhook.
Very funny. When the storm lets up, I'll come and get you.
Thanks, Ed. So long.
Where's Cadmus?
Search me.
Why? I just picked up a message over the Sky Raider shortwave. Dayton's been forced down in Nevada.
What? Where?
What's in Nevada? On a farm, Highway 95. He's got a Jane with him.
Well, the heck with the Jane, but we can get Dayton.
How are we going to get there?
In the monoplane.
In this storm? You're crazy. Well, Dayton will stay there until the storm's over. You might have time to get there by car.
Yeah, sure. That's it.
Come on.
I feel as though I've been dragged through a knothole backwards.
Well, I don't know how that feels, but maybe now I can get some sleep.
Listen to reason, Mary.
Miss Blake to you during office hours.
All right, Miss Blake. As your superior, it's my unpleasant duty to inform you can't go with me.
Hey, that's taking unfair advantage of your position.
I'm sorry, but you put it on that basis. Now, scat.
better slow down. Small-town cops are bad medicine.
Captain Dayton! Captain Dayton! There he is!
Yeah, that's it, all right. You don't mind if I use your tablecloth, do you, son?
Sure not.
Does he see us? I think so. He'll have to land on the highway. Come on.
It is a plane circling overhead. Probably Kerry. Step on it.
Here comes a car.
Hello, Captain Dayton. We've come to rescue you. Don't try anything foolish. You're a valuable man to aviation. Come on, Dayton, get in the car.
You can't scare me with a gun. I wouldn't be any good to you dead.
You wouldn't want anything to happen to the girl and the kid, would you? Bring them along.
Come on, you two.
Hurry up. Let him go.
They took Captain Dayton.
Who?
Some in an automobile. They took Miss Claire, too.
That sedan?
Yes, sir.
You call the police and Albright.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Where? All right, we'll be right out.
Kerry's following this.
What do you expect him to do? If anything I don't like, it's a stupid crook.
What do you mean, stupid?
If every police officer in Nevada after you in a few minutes.
Walker, turn off the next side road.
men in that car. Well, I haven't got them, but I have got you for landing an airplane on a highway.
You can't arrest us, Sheriff.
No? Well, ain't you gonna be surprised, lady? Come on.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to hear that. I'll come right over. The Royce Hotel? Yes, goodbye. That was Miss Clair. Her mother died just an hour ago. I'll let that be a lesson to you, never to misjudge people. Oh, we'll finish the rest of that in the morning. I feel sort of useless. There doesn't seem to be anything I can do or say.
You were kind to come, Captain Dayton. And I've rewarded you by being disgustingly feminine.
It's quite natural for you to be upset.
Well, I feel much better now, really.
Isn't there anything I can do?
No, nothing. Nothing at all. And I mustn't keep you any longer. I know you're a very busy man.
Now, don't hesitate to call me again if I can help in any way.
I won't. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night, Captain Dayton.
You're quite an actress.
Oh, never mind the compliments. Get after him.
Listen, Mary, I'm not going to referee his love matches. Stop worrying and go to bed.
Maybe I am a little over-suspicious.
Sure you are. And a little over-jealous.
Good night.
What you feel in your back, Dayton, is a gun. Keep going. Not very sociable, huh? That's fine. Your information there's a car following us, and it ain't cops. Hey, slow down. What do you think you're doing?
I'm gonna give you the ride of your life.
Like that for? Looks to me like he's trying to get arrested. Step on it.
Slow down or I'll drill you.
Go ahead. Never lived through the crack-up.
We'd better get out of here before it's too late. Keep on going. You'll be in open country soon.
Slow down, you fool.
Why don't you shoot me?
Right behind us.
We'd better slow down. Yeah. Pull over to the side of the road and stop. Get out of here.
What do you think you're going to do?
Over the side of the road and stop.
What do you think you're going to do?
Well, there's one guy that won't speed anymore.
There must be better ways to die.
Yeah, well, we'll have to make a report on it.
Hey, Casey, look.
Yeah, what are you trying to do? Kill each other down there?
Hey, what's going on?
What's the idea? All this fighting about. You're lucky you're alive.
He tried to kidnap me, officer. Held me up as I got into my car.
Oh, he did he?
Hey, Mike. This guy says he's Captain Dayton.
It is Captain Dayton. How are you, Captain?
Hello, Mike.
This bird here says that you were trying to kidnap him.
I'm afraid he's got things a little twisted.
I kind of think that, too. Come on, let's get in the car.
Get him low!
Don't you ever miss?
Come on, get up. You're all right.
Oh, he's all right. Get him back to the road, Rourke. We'll stop a car up there in a minute.
Come on, let's go.
I'm glad he didn't get away.
Ah, he didn't have a chance. Rourke's the best shot in the department.
Mike, you think you can keep this out of the papers?
I don't know. You'll have to talk to the captain about that. Why do you want it kept quiet?
This outfit of mine is trying to hang a bodyguard on me.
Oh, I get it.
And there's another angle to it that publicity wouldn't help.
But I don't get that.
Well, it's just possible that this fellow may have connections.
Oh, I see. I see that.
MTR-71. That is all.
All right. Report to me here immediately.
Weather clear. We'll report. He's furious.
Yeah, and if you let me grab Dayton when he was in your room in the hotel, we wouldn't have slipped up.
I gave you credit for more intelligence than that, Mr. Cadden.
All right. What's our next move?
My next move is to report to Felix. Yours would be to try to collect your badly scattered wits.
You're not funny. What about Teal?
Teal? I imagine you'd rather do a short stretch for attempted holdup than to risk the consequences of Felix's anger. Oh, but you'd better keep an eye on Mr. Hinchfield. He has such a delicate conscience.
Oh, Hinch. How's the financial Houdini today?
I have no time for levity, Mr. Carey. I have an important appointment. Very important appointment. Very important appointment.
That Hinchfield's the funniest little guy I ever saw. He's always going someplace in a hurry.
Busy or not, I don't like him.
There is no human element more overrated than woman's intuition.
There's one, the male intellect.
Ouch. How about going to lunch with me today?
Sorry, as usual.
Someday you're going to make a mistake and say yes. The boss in?
Yes, for a change.
Good. Oh, I hope you don't suffer too much from that curse I just put on you.
What is it now?
Indigestion.
Captain Dayton's office. Who's calling, please? Just a moment.
Yes?
Captain Drake of the police department is calling Captain Dayton.
All right, put him on. Yes, that's what I thought. Apparently it was. Yes, sure. And thanks. Goodbye.
How is Miss Claire today?
That wasn't Miss Claire. What's on your mind?
Oh, nothing. Nothing but that Army pursuit job. Remember?
Oh, how's it going?
Fine, just fine. It's been building itself while you've been running around.
Now, look, Ed. Will you be a good guy and get out of here? I've got to get this stuff.
Sure, sure. Oh, give my regards to Miss Claire, will you? Touchy guy.
Ed,
Mr. Carey to you during office hours. What do you want?
this may be a shock to you.
Nothing will be a shock to me after 22 years with that guy. What's on your mind?
Lunch.
Yeah, what about it?
I'd like to have it with you. Well, wasn't it funny?
Oh, yes. Very funny. Come on, Mary. What's on your mind?
What makes you think I have anything on my mind?
I'm not stupid. For weeks I've been trying to take you out to lunch, and for weeks you've been putting me off.
I have a confession to make.
Now, wait a minute. Don't tell me. It's about Bob. You're going to marry him.
No. I eavesdropped over the telephone.
Oh, and you heard him talking to the blonde.
No. The police.
The police? What do they want?
He was held up last night.
What?
Not only that, he was kidnapped. His car was wrecked, burned.
And I suppose his luck brought him through without even so much as a singe.
Apparently. They have the man who held him up. They think the only motive was robbery, but I don't.
Neither do I. It all ties up. The attempt to steal a pursuit ship, the Nevada business, and who knows what he hasn't told us anything about. He ought to have his head examined.
He ought to have a bodyguard. You ought to insist, Ed.
I? Well, maybe you're right. But it means running the risk of having a book bounced off my bean.
Well, I don't know how you found out about it, but it was just an ordinary hold-up that might happen to anybody.
Maybe it was and maybe it wasn't. How do you know that... what's the use? You know, someday that luck of yours is going to run out on you. And when it does and I've laid you away, I'm going to get a nice quiet place in the country and raise flowers.
Yes?
Gentleman to see you, Captain.
Well, if it's a bodyguard, send him away.
His name is Bryant.
Bryant? Bryant? I don't know any Bryant. Who's he with?
He's with the Sky Raiders. First name, Timothy.
Timothy. Oh, Tim Bryant. Send him in.
That's a lad from Denver, isn't it?
Yes.
What are you going to do with him?
Hello, Tim. How are you?
Fine, Captain Dayton.
Good. Ready to go to work?
You bet. I mean, yes, sir.
That funny-looking fellow over there is Ed Carey. I want you and Ed to be good friends. This is Tim Bryant, Ed.
Glad to know you, Tim.
Thank you, sir.
Set out to sir. Just Ed to you.
I'm going to put Tim in charge of a department, Ed.
Well, that's fun. You're going to what?
I said I was going to put Tim at the head of a department.
Sure, sure. And in a couple of weeks, you'll have my job, and then you better look out for yours. Well, so long, boss.
So long.
Well, how did you like it, Ed?
Don't say I told you, but that guy Dayton's gone off his nut. He's crazy.
What did he do?
He just told that kid he was going to make him a department head.
He has fun kidding you. Why do you fall for it?
He's not kidding me. He's kidding Tim.
As a matter of fact, he's not kidding Tim. He's going to have him make model planes.
What?
You heard me, model planes.
We haven't got enough trouble filling government contracts. What in the Sam Hill does he want with models?
Ever hear of a wind tunnel?
Sure I have.
That's where they test models, isn't it?
Yeah, but... what's the use?
Well, this is where we do all our precision work, Tim.
Say, that's all right.
Morning, Captain Dayton.
Hello, Bill. The work these men are doing is more delicate than watchmaking. Let's take a closer look.
Who's that, Carter?
Well, that's Captain Dayton. I don't know who the kid is.
So that's Captain Dayton.
Yeah, I've never seen him before.
No, I haven't.
Hey, where are you going?
I understand you're Captain Dayton.
That's right.
I've only been here 2 weeks.
That's fine. What are you working on?
Nothing important. I didn't come here to work.
What did you come here for?
To kill you.
You'd better give me that gun.
If I did, how could I kill you?
You're crazy.
Get over there for that murderer.
Just why do you call me a murderer?
Because you kill people. In the World War, you killed them. And now you're making those infernal machines to kill more of them. But you're not going to, because I'm going to kill you. Don't try anything.
Well, Tim, I guess that makes you a hero.
Yeah, saving Dayton's life put you on the same team with Lady Luck.
Speaking of teams, Tim, you look to me like a good football player.
Well, I played a little in high school.
You never made a more timely tackle. That gent really had murder in his eye.
I'm going to find out who hired that crackpot.
You
better hire a bodyguard to protect me while I'm in the plant.
Now, don't take that idea of a bodyguard too lightly. You know, this boss of yours won't believe that somebody's outgunning for him.
You mean somebody's after him?
Oh.
Innis! This gate!
Felix, hello. You glad to see me?
You know I am.
Felix, are you sure these things are safe?
If there's anything that flies.
Felix, do you ever land on anybody else's roof by mistake?
I haven't yet.
Will, what's the surprise?
Two guests. One that particularly will interest you.
Oh, really? Then maybe I'd better look my best, huh?
You fly yourself, don't you?
I've been flying airplanes since I was 10 years old. My father was an ace in the World War.
Really?
Captain Dayton.
Miss Clair, I believe. Wasn't so long ago I helped you mourn the loss of your mother, was it?
No, it wasn't. But how did you get here?
By Mr. Lynx's private elevator, the helicopter.
And without duress. Solely on my invitation. I have found Captain Dayton quite eager to discuss business. And I don't doubt that we can reach an agreement. Eh, Captain?
I don't see any difficulties. My business is making and selling airplanes.
Would you mind if I touched you?
Oh, go ahead. I'm real.
I suppose it is very funny.
It's funnier than you think. You see, this isn't Captain Dayton.
Not Captain Dayton?
No. He merely happens to look like him. And now allow me to introduce you to the Countess Irene. Miss Clair, Countess.
Miss Clair. It's always such a pleasure to meet nobility. Or is it? Felix, just who is this gentleman who could pass for Captain Dayton's twin brother?
His name is Kane. John Kane, I believe. It doesn't matter. The point is, you were completely fooled, weren't you?
Yes, I'll have to admit I was.
Do you think the people in Dayton's factory will be fooled too, Miss Clair?
Just what have you concocted in that twisted brain of yours, Felix?
A little drama in which you, the Countess, and Mr. Kane will play the principal roles. Captain Dayton will also have a part. A very tragic one, I hope.
Exactly what is my role?
Secretary, Innis, for Sky Raiders Incorporated.
Good morning, Mr. Hinchfield.
What are you doing here?
I'm your new secretary. Odd, isn't it?
But I don't need a secretary.
Felix Lynx disagrees with you.
Keep quiet.
Funny what a remarkable effect that name has.
How did you get in here?
Captain Dayton is so kind and sympathetic when a poor, penniless girl needs a job. Good morning, Mr. Hinchfield.
Oh, good morning, Miss Blake. It was quite thoughtful of Captain Dayton to supply me with a secretary.
Yes. Captain Dayton would like to speak to you. I guess I'd better help you get used to the new office routine.
Would you?
Now, I call that stretching charity a little far. And don't you make any cracks about jealousy.
Me? I'm still stunned. 2 luncheon dates in a week. Can't get over it.
Well, have you ever heard of the Countess Irene?
Sure. She's an English aviatrix.
Captain Dayton received a personal letter from her today. What are you laughing at?
You worrying about the Countess. She's making a transcontinental speed run for the benefit of war relief.
Hey, Countess. Hey, wake up.
Yes? Where are we?
wish you wouldn't wake me in the middle of that kind of dream again.
Look, I don't want to have to spend any more time in this hole than I have to, so never mind the Google eyes.
Why don't you get her to enlist?
She's already enlisted. A mighty useful work.
Perfect landing. I think the general could use you in the army, Countess.
Nice flying, Countess. Now, if you'll just say a few words to the folks, I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a treat in store for you. Your own Captain Dayton is going to give you a rare demonstration in my plane.
Wait a minute.
You can't disappoint them, Captain.
Why didn't you give me some warning?
Because you'd have run away.
Look like an amateur.
As a flyer, maybe.
Now, where's he going?
It's your question. You answer it.
Here he comes. Hey, Kane, come on out.
Must be an easier way to make a living than this.
With squawking.
Overshoot the field.
Where's he going?
comes. Hey, Kane, come on out.
There must be an easier way to make a living than this.
Quit squawking. He's going to overshoot the field. Step on it.
On that guy.
Exactly as Lynx planned it, but I think it'll do.
I'd say it was better than Lynx planned it. Now there's no Dayton. Unless you're afraid of ghosts.
Ken, it looks as though you've just become a successful airplane manufacturer.
You think I can get away with his impersonation of Dayton?
If you don't, it won't be because you don't look enough like him. It'll be because you haven't got the intelligence.
Hey, what's the idea?
That's what I meant by intelligence. You couldn't have jumped out of that plane without getting mussed up. Throw some dirt in his hair and smear his face. You're getting plenty.
Well, I'm going to get more.
You said it, Kane.
Ah.
Yeah, that's fine. Except for one thing more. A final touch.
Yeah, what's that?
I guess that answers his question. Oh, you won't talk, huh?
Got out the comedy, Hess. Let's drag him down the canyon a ways. Now, this all right. Something there. Come on, let's get out of here.
Here someplace. Smoke. Yeah, it could be a burning plane. I don't see how he could get out of that thing alive.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad.
Maybe he jumped. Maybe Lady Luck was with him. Let's have a look around.
Mr. Carey.
Well, he's not dead, but he's pretty well busted up. How he ever got out of that flaming coffin, I don't know. I suppose you think I'm nutty. Well, I guess I am for worrying about him. Me worrying about him with his luck. Okay, get the stretcher. Maybe this will keep him on the ground for a while.
This is sure a sweet little job. How'd you like to be giving out airplanes? Never mind a plane, lady. Take two. He had to do something for the Countess. He cracked hers up. Yeah, that's the crazy part about it. Captain Dayton, as a rule, doesn't crack up ships. Let him know the plane's ready, will you? Okay, you take care of the spark plugs, and I will give your regards to the captain. You do that, Gaston.
Yes, Captain Dayton.
Isn't that ship ready yet?
I've tried to hurry them up.
Well, try again. I'm not going to wait all day. Well?
Yes, Captain Dayton. Yes?
The Countess's ship is ready, Miss Blake.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
What is it?
The Countess' ship is ready, Captain Dayton.
You're very kind, Captain Dayton.
I wouldn't call cracking up that ship of yours being kind.
You're giving me one to replace it?
Only an old one now. But you'll get one of the late models when they come off the line.
Oh, it isn't at all necessary. But it would be thrilling to have a Sky Raider. Well, goodbye, Captain. I'll see you later.
Bye, Countess. Oh, Miss Blake.
Yes, Captain Dayton?
Have Mr. Carey come up here right away.
Yes, Captain Dayton.
No, Mary.
Is Mr. Carey in?
No, he's in the model shop. Shall I get him for you?
Tell him I want to see him right away.
Hello, Miss Blake. I meant to ask you to pardon me. I'm in a hurry.
This is a fine time for a secretary to get back from lunch. Did you talk to Lynx?
Yes. And it's none of your business what I do or when I do it.
Now, I was only joking.
Stop it. You're not funny.
What did you say?
Never mind. What I'm interested in is this Blake girl.
What about her?
Well, there isn't one chance in 100 that she suspects anything. I'm going to have her watched.
What are you talking about?
Skip it.
But
Oh, Ray, what's on your mind today?
Yes, with Captain Dayton. He wants to see you.
Oh, how is he? Show any bad effects from his last escape from the jaws of death?
Decidedly. His disposition's been knocked into a cocked hat. And the woman fancier that's been lying dormant in him seems to have been aroused.
What do you mean?
The Countess.
I've always said that business is no place for a jealous woman.
You better get in there before he starts hollering.
Okay. I'll tell him a few things. Hello, Bob. Mary tells me that crack up you had kind of changed your disposition.
I'm not interested in Miss Blake's personal opinions, or yours. What I want to know is when the test model of that new pursuit job will be ready.
I'll tell you a good way to find out. Check on it yourself.
Isn't he sweet and darling?
Yeah. You know, that's the closest Bob and I ever come to having a fight. If I hadn't walked down, I'd have socked him.
What do you suppose is wrong with him?
I don't know. How about talking it over at dinner?
I'm sorry, I have a dinner engagement.
Yeah? With whom?
Oh, just a gentleman.
Just like that.
Gosh, Miss Blake, you know, those are the best dumplings I ever ate.
Now, Tim, I'm sure your mother's are just as good, probably better. Are you sure you had enough?
Had enough? Listen, I'm way up to here.
Excuse me. Hello?
Hello, Mary. This is Bob Dayton. I've been trying to get hold of Carey. Do you know where he is? No, I tried the factory and his apartment, too.
Then I'm sure I wouldn't know. He seemed a trifle upset about the argument you had this afternoon.
I didn't have an argument with him.
He seemed to think you did.
Oh, Mary, listen to me. Something's happened. I can't talk to you about it over the telephone. I'm at my hunting lodge. Do you know where that is?
Yes, of course, but
Can you come up here right away?
Tim is here with me. Can I bring him along?
Yes, sure. Bring him along.
All right. Follow them. Get in touch with me as soon as you learn anything.
Okay.
Well, this ought to prove to you that there's an organized plan on foot to get rid of you.
I'll have to admit that it didn't look accidental.
Not unless the man on the Countess plane was an accident, and his hitting you on the head was another accident.
All right.
I think you ought to turn this matter over to the police.
No, I'm afraid the police would arrest this fellow who's impersonating me, and the men behind him would get away.
But they don't have to arrest him. They can watch him, follow him.
No, I've had time to think this thing out from every angle. There might be a leak, and at the first warning, this fellow'd be gone. I'm going to handle it myself.
They haven't quit making fuse. Half the time, these plungers don't work. Fill up the hole. We'll be back. Fuse, then. It's all set. All right, let's start her off. Come on. Put that over there. Gotta get that wheelbarrow out of the way. Blast! Away, man! Clear away! Blast!
We said automobiles were dangerous. After this, I'll stick to planes.
They are a little unsafe when you drive through explosions. Tim.
Stop or I'll let you have it.
You do, and we both go over the cliff.
Are you all right, Miss Blake?
Tim, take care of Mary. I'm going down to see how this other fellow made out.
And you weren't the least bit frightened?
Most of the time I was too excited to be scared, and well, the rest of the time I was unconscious. Here comes Captain Dayton.
The car's a mess. No sign of the driver.
He must have jumped out.
Probably. There's no use looking for him.
What about Miss Blake's car?
I guess we'll just have to stay where it is.
What are we going to do?
Hike. Come on. All right?
Mm-hmm.
If I wake up in the morning and find out this is just a dream, I'm going to be awful mad.
You're not dreaming. Just get that plane up here first thing in the morning. And don't forget to call Mary's mother.
How about food and supplies?
Oh, yes, Ed. We'll need some groceries and things. Bring a load up with you, huh? Okay, Ed. Good night.
It was sweet of you to remember my mother. Most men wouldn't have.
Well, Tim, let's go and fix Mary up a room, huh?
Okay.
Glad to see you, Ed.
How about the groceries? Tim and I are starved.
There's a load up on the plane.
I'll get him. Oh, bring the breakfast things first, Tim, so Mary can get to work.
Say, you're the toughest guy to get on the phone I ever saw in my life.
Now stop worrying, Grandma. That's the way it's going to be.
Well, I still think you're all wet. This is a matter for the police.
Now, Ed, we've gone all over that before. This fellow who looks like me is just an underling. If the police arrest him, we'll never get the head man.
All right. But you don't mind if I disagree with you, do you?
If you ever agreed with me, I'd probably never recover from shock.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
I'll say.
Oh, mustn't touch. Come and get it before I throw it out the window.
Now you can find out whether Mary's a good cook or not, Ed. Maybe you'll want to withdraw your proposal.
Not a chance. They still put up food in cans, don't they?
Well, I like that.
I'll take that egg in the middle.
You will, huh? Now, gentlemen, you think I could qualify as a housewife for some good husband? Which automatically excludes all men present.
Hey, wait a minute.
Tim is the only one that has good possibilities. He's too young.
There's nothing like catching him young and training him.
Come on, Tim, let's clean up.
Believe me, if I was older...
There, you see?
I still think this is a matter for the police.
Now, will you stop worrying about the police? I'm going to handle this in my own way.
Boy, it's going to be fun staying up here with Captain Dayton and learning to fly.
I must say, a boy couldn't have a better instructor.
Thank you, Mary.
Do you think that Claire woman is connected with this in any way?
Sure she is.
You can keep your eye on her if you want to, but I think you'll be wasting your time.
Well, what do we do now?
I'll take you and Mary back to the municipal airport in the monoplane and then bring it back here. Let's go.
7XLT4, BY Coy, 984RD, BAT46Y, NO, Zord. That's all.
Well, isn't that something? What do you make of it?
Well, Teal was found in a canyon dead, his car wrecked. The girl's coop was found on the side of a hill, 50 yards off the road. He was supposed to be following her. Add it up for yourself.
No, you add it up. I can't make anything but zero out of it.
What do you expect? That's all you've got in your head.
You're so brilliant. Maybe you have the answer at the tip of your red fingernails.
No, I haven't, Captain. But I will have.
Yeah? What are you going to do?
I have Hess following that dizzy secretary of Dayton's.
Hold it. It's Hess. He said the girl's gone to bed.
Where is he?
He's in the telephone booth.
Tell him to get back to the house and stay there until somebody comes to relieve him.
Get back to the house and stay there until you're relieved.
There's something mighty funny going on around here, and I'm going to find out what it is.
Certainly a swell ship, Captain Dayton.
You like it, Tim?
Like it. I'll say.
Good. It's yours.
Mine? You weren't kidding, Captain Dayton.
No, I'm not. It's yours. So be careful you don't crack it up.
Do you think I could fly it?
Well, you're doing all right now.
Oh, boy, it sure is swell. Huh?
Come on. Take over.
This is easy.
Keep the nose up.
I will.
But don't you think it'll arouse suspicions if you're not at the plant?
Mother's going to call him up in the morning and tell him I'm ill.
I still don't understand why you can't give Bob the information over the telephone.
Well, that isn't the main reason why I'm going up to the lodge.
No. What is the main reason?
Tim is going to make his first solo flight in the morning, and I'd like to be there to see it.
Say, I'd like to be there myself.
I'm sorry, but one of us has to stay at the plant.
I get it. I've been framed.
Where's Miss Blake?
She's ill. I'm substituting for her.
Oh. Is Captain Dayton in?
Yes. Shall I tell him you wish to see him?
No, I'll just go in. Just what do you think you're doing?
Oh, what's the matter with what I'm doing?
Practically everything.
Hey, what's the idea?
The idea is that Dayton doesn't smoke. He doesn't read detective magazines during office hours, and he doesn't keep his feet up on the desk. I've never seen two men that look so much alike that could act so different.
All right. Keep your shirt on. I can't sit here all day and twiddle my thumbs.
Well, it wouldn't hurt you to learn something about the aviation business. When is that test ship going to be ready?
Next week. The general's coming Friday.
You've got to get out of here before then.
Why, what's the hurry?
There's something wrong. I don't know what it is. There's something wrong. I don't like that Blake damsel.
Hello, Miss Blake. Gee, I'm glad to see you. You know, I'm going to solo today.
That's the main reason I came, Tim.
Hello, Mary. How's my double doing?
That worm. How I could have mistaken him for you is more than I can understand.
He even had me guessing at the plane wreck. What's going on?
They're rushing the new pursuit job through.
They are?
They're scheduled for a test on Friday. You know what that means?
Mm-hmm. They're going to try and get away with it.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's quite a while till Friday. How about watching Tim earn his wings?
Good.
I tell you, I don't like this.
Why don't you tell the police about it?
Yeah. Why don't I tell the police and have Mr. Lynx...
Hello? This is Miss Clair.
I just saw Dayton. He's up in the mountains in a cabin. Got an airplane. The girl and the kid are with him.
Are you crazy? Or have you been drinking?
I haven't been drinking, and I'm not crazy. I tell you, I saw him.
All right. All right, get back there. Watch him. And let me know what he does.
What was it? What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. It'd only make you worry more if I told you.
Miss Claire, you...
Hello, Mr. Jerry.
How's it coming?
Fine, but I don't understand the order I just got from Captain Dayton.
What was that?
He wants to take it up on a preliminary test as soon as we're ready.
How soon can you have it ready?
2 hours. But it shouldn't go up yet.
Curtis, what would you think if I told you that Captain Dayton wasn't Captain Dayton?
Well, I'd say you were crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Handling that plane like an expert.
He's doing all right in the air. I only hope he can land it.
Don't worry, he'll land it all right.
Give me the police department. They think I was crazy, too.
Easy on my arm.
Something's gone wrong, I tell you.
Bring it out, Tim, old boy. Bring it out.
Spaces at last. Ah, fresh air. Oh, boy. Sleeping out under the stars, I can taste the food now.
Hey, I got a feeling we forgot something.
We didn't forget anything. We got spurs, bandanas, saddles, harness. We've got everything.
I still got the feeling we forgot something.
What else does a cowboy need?
Yeah.
We're dressed, right, aren't we?
Yeah.
We got good horses. Horses?
That's it. We forgot the horses.
Oh, what do you mean, we?
Yeah, what do you mean, we?
You. I told you to take care of the horses, didn't I? I did. I put them in the barn. I fed them. I turned on the TV set.
Yeah? Yeah. What show?
A day at the races.
They love it.
Quit horsing around. Tell me something. Did you bring the harness?
Yep.
A rope?
Yep.
Axe?
Yep.
Saw?
Yep.
Knife? Nails? Everything. Yep. To all your questions, I brought them. There they are.
Oh, yep.
Huh?
Yeah.
Come on.
Wait,
Yep. Wait. Now, you want to hear about the next cartoon?
Right from the horse's mouth.
Yeah. I guess it means about the time we were horsing around. Boy, what happened to us? Oh, whew. All right, you lunkheads, all together for the finale. What was that for, you chowderhead?
I felt it.
Feel that for a change. Now, are there any requests?
Yeah, I'm giving you 1 minute to get out of town.
How does it go? Maybe we can fake it.
It goes like this. See you guys in Pasadena.
I get it.
Me too. I'm ashamed of you guys letting a bully like that order us out of town. What are we, a bunch of chickens? Stop that. Now, I got a plan.
I don't like it already.
I'll be right there. What the devil are you doing? I think you hear my mother calling. Okay, just for that, smarty pants, you are going to shoot it out with old Loudmouth. Hey, Loudmouth, I'm waiting for you. Come on out. Are you scared of me, Loudmouth? Look, I'm still in town. What are you afraid of, Loudmouth? You too chicken to fight? That's you, old Loudmouth. Uh-oh.
Draw.
Too close, too close. Okay, I'm ready.
Make your move. What the?
Okay, Curly, let him have it. Yeah.
No, don't shoot.
Come on, come on.
Captured him.
Now all we have to do is get the sheriff.
Yeah, he'll probably pin a medal on us. I wonder where he is.
Right here.
You're the sheriff?
In person.
Know what that means?
What?
We got 1 minute to get out of town.
Oh,
Make right there now. Here, get out of the way. Get this guy. Let me go.
Hey, Mo, I think it's lunchtime.
Yeah, I guess it is. Hey, if I'm going to work like a horse, I'm going to eat like a horse. Yes, you will. Huh? Just a minute. Oh, there you are, sir. What are you doing? Hey, what are you talking about? Eating like a horse. That's right. He said Atta boy, Zeb. That's good. That's good.
Back already? This is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show.
Hope you enjoy chapters 1 through 6 of Sky Raiders, and I hope you join us next week for chapters 7 through 12. And if you can, check me out on YouTube under Donald O'Malley or Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Hit like and subscribe and you'll never miss a show. So thanks again for tuning in. Here we go. I always wanted to do that. Thanks, Dad. Good night, folks. See you next time.